Guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel and welcome to a full out June budget with me video. Super excited to be filming this. If you guys are subscribers on my channel, you would know I typically film monthly reset videos in which I close out the previous month and then I film the next month's budget all in that video. But every few months or so, I like to take out my laptop and film like a fully dedicated budget with me video just for any new subscribers, and then I can take you guys through it a little more in detail, step by step, on how I create my budget. So I'm super excited for today's video. I literally just finished filming my monthly reset. My hair looks the exact same. I just switched the shirt out and I'm super excited. So without further ado, honestly, let's just jump into it. I'm gonna pull up my computer, screen record, and take you guys through my budget planning process. If you guys haven't already, go watch my June monthly reset because I talk about closing out May in that video, how May went. Overall, you didn't miss much. May was a good month. I'm working on learning to kind of go with the flow a bit more in terms of my budgeting. I used to be a really strict budgeter. I paid off student loans during the pandemic. I was like a penny pinching budgeter, which there's nothing wrong with. I just don't vibe with that anymore in this current phase of life that I am in. I lived paycheck to paycheck all throughout university, and then I pinched my pennies so that I could pay off my student loans quick. And now I'm in a phase of life where I kind of just want to enjoy it a little bit more. Well, I always say this, there is a wrong way to budget, but there's also many right ways to do it. And this is just what works for me. Do what works for you. And yeah. So honestly, let's jump into it. Welcome to my June spreadsheet. So if you guys have any questions, leave them down below. There's things I'm probably not going to go over that I've mentioned before. So if you have any questions, just comment them down below. So this is tricky. I don't every dollar budget anymore, so I don't really technically have rollover. However, I always have about $1,500 to $2,000 of wiggle room in my checkings because I do have variable income. So that's something I had to work towards. So when I put, let's say here, $2,100, it's not that I'm getting $2,100, it's that I have that money as wiggle room if I go out for dinner an extra time or something like that. Paycheck one is always 1141. Both my paychecks are. I work 3 days a week in corporate healthcare, so that's what I make for working 3 days a week. I recently just quit my part-time job, so I'll be getting one final paycheck. It will be $100 approximately. AdSense for this month will be $3,000. And then brand deals and collabs, I've said this before, but that goes into my business bank account and I just pay myself out that if I need it. So I like to budget my whole month, see where I'm at, and then if I need to pull money from there and pay myself, I will. Down here we have our usual bills. So my boyfriend and I split all of our home bills because we own a house together. So my half of the mortgage every month is $800. Condo fees, I think they just went up. Yeah, they just went up to $165 each. My phone is $40. My car payments are $314. Car insurance is $276. Utilities usually around $150, and then gym is $80. So those are all of my bills for the month. Now is the fun part. So these are my typical expenses. And what I like to do when I'm planning my budget for the month is kind of go through my calendar on the side. I have it pulled up on my desktop, kind of see what's going on this month or what additional events are happening, etc. For example, I know that my property taxes are due this month, and that's going to be $700 because we pay that biannually. So I already know right now that I have to pay my property taxes. I also, in the vacation fund, need to book our hotel for our trip. Disney hotel bookings for 2023 come out June 8th. So I have to book that, which is a $200 US deposit. So it's around $250 Canadian. Groceries. We spend about $500 a month on groceries for the two of us. That includes Costco. However, we're not people that are like, oh, you owe me exactly half of this. Like sometimes Matt will get the groceries, sometimes I'll get the groceries. If we go together, then we'll split it, but it's not really like 100% ever even. So I'm gonna put $300 this month. Last month I put $400 and we did $277. So I'll put $300. Like I said, if we go over a little bit over, it's not a big deal. We just adjust in other places. Eating out, I'm gonna put 150. No, I'm gonna put 100. Do we have any events coming up this month? I don't think so. I'm gonna put 150 just to be on the safe side, just with it getting nice outside. Alcohol, I always put 50 or 60. It's just like our boxes of wine for the month. Coffee, I'll put 40. Gas, I'm assuming we're gonna go to the cottage, so I'll put 150 for gas. Oh, this is so sad. Treating myself, that is like books, anything to do with me. I did make a lot of purchases this month, but I've been putting money aside, which you guys know I have a sinking fund category for treating myself. And I'm just waiting to see what I return and what I keep. So I will have to update this after, but I'll kind of just do like a little payout situation. Treating myself, considering I'll get my nails done this month and laser. I'm gonna put 150 for just like any books or miscellaneous purchases. I don't think there's anything coming up, but you know, if I go under, that's totally fine. Treating others, I'll put 100 because it is Father's Day this month. Treating Stella, it's her birthday, so I'll put 40. I need to pick her up like one more toy, and we'll probably get like an ice cream cone or something. Self-care and wellness, I'm getting my nails done this month, which is 60 or 70, and then I have another laser appointment, which is 90. So we'll say 150. Yeah. I feel like it should be a little higher. Laser's 90. 150. Yeah, that's laser plus nails. Home improvements, I don't know if we're doing anything this month. We're obviously starting the kitchen renovations, but those are all like fully funded and paid for already. So I always feel like there's little things though. I'll put 50. Yeah, sometimes we spend money on the home and sometimes we don't, but I don't think there's anything we need to buy this month. Well, like we'll need a dishwasher, but that's coming from the home renovation bank account. I'll put 50 just in case. Books, oh, I didn't realize that was a separate category. Okay, I told myself if you watch my June monthly reset, I'm only allowed to buy 2 books. So I'm putting $30. That's like 2 books. Vacation and property taxes. So a bit of a pricey month, but you know, some months are lower and some months are higher. So total remaining is $34.87. So now I'll go through my savings and investments. And this is also where you would make any additional debt payments if you have any. I'm currently not paying off my car really quickly because I have a really low interest rate. And if you guys have watched my previous videos, you guys would know Matt and I are hoping to put a big chunk on our house this year. So while the interest rates are still low, throwing money on the house. So I have a bank account for like my debt payoff and I'm just throwing money in there. And when I have a big chunk, I'll throw it onto the mortgage. So investment, TFSA, I always say at least $100, which is I get a $50 deduction every time I get paid. And then I like to round up to 500. So okay. And then Disney vacation, I always do 100. I always buy a gift card every month. And then pampering myself, I don't think I'll put any money in there this month because last month I put 500, which I also need to actually tell you guys something after so it makes sense. Anyways. And then in terms of long-term savings, let's do another $2,000 this month. If I do get any brand deal payments this month, I am going to cash them out because I'm hoping in the next like month or two I can make a big payment on the mortgage. So you can never say that you're going to make money on brand deals because I mean you can manifest it, but it's up to the brands to pay you, right? Sometimes you get payments, sometimes you don't. For example, I hadn't been paid since March for any brands, and last month I got $3,000 in brand deal payments. So it really just depends on the month. But if I do get any payments this month, I will pay myself out and put those into the debt payoff fund, which is currently sitting at $2,000. So at the end of this month, I'd like it to sit at $5,000 if possible. And then yeah, see right now I technically have an $887 buffer, but that's okay. It's something to work with in case something else comes up. The only thing I will say is I need to add a category here called savings payout, because technically my self-care money is coming from a savings account that I set up. It's a sinking fund. I put aside $100 every month for that. So technically my self-care is not coming from my bank account. So that kind of equals itself out if I have this income with this amount spent. So we still have $1,000 to work with. So I'd like to maybe put $500 elsewhere. I'm just trying to think of where I want to put it. Maybe, where do I want to put that money? I can maybe bump up my TFSA to 1,000. Let's do that. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. So when in doubt, invest more money. Okay, yeah. And then when I do make that debt payment, then in that month's budget, I'll be able to go here and put home mortgage payoff situation and then put the amount I'm paying off, which is this debt category, and then my credit cards if there's like anything additional on it. But I get questions all the time on, do you put your credit card payment here as well as your expenses? And I don't, because I put everything on my credit card. So this expense summary is what's on my credit card. This would only be if I have an additional payment. Let's say something happened or you're making additional payments on a credit card that has a balance. That's where you would use this debt category. So alrighty guys, that's my June budget. Pretty simple and easy. Like I said, I've been loving this spreadsheet and I think it's just a bit more well suited for my needs. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you guys like the monthly reset and the budget separate, or if you guys like them together, or if you like what I'm currently doing, which is like every few months doing a separate video. Let me know what you guys think. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If there's any other financial video recommendations you guys have for me, let me know down below because I would love to film some more. You guys know I love talking about money. And if you haven't subscribed already, what are you doing? I upload 3 times a week, Sunday, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. Lifestyle, finance content, just living life in my 20s, and I would love to have you part of our little family. If you haven't, also give this video a big thumbs up. It helps my channel out so much. Lets YouTube know that you enjoyed it, and it pushes it out to more people, which I'm always so grateful for. And I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye!